Hello guys, I am the Keg Man. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So, it's been a while since I've recorded a video on YouTube, and it's because mostly I've been having a lot of fun on Twitch. But I wanted to do a couple of videos. I'm intending to get back into things with YouTube as well as Twitch, maybe a couple of videos a week. But I wanted to start off with this. It's a Football Manager experiment. It's not the typical sort of Football Manager experiment you're going to see. So I'm not a massive fan of these. What happens if someone takes over at X club? Or what happens if we give this club £1 billion? I think they're kind of useless experiments that don't really tend to go anywhere. This experiment is slightly different. I think this experiment is actually an experiment with good use. 1 second, let me get rid of that. So, this experiment is actually one with a bit of use, in my opinion. This is my opinion. This is a Wonderkid experiment. So, we've got 3 Wonderkids in this game. They're all 14 years old. Their stats are identical. They play in the same positions, but they're at different clubs. And their names are based on regulars on the Twitch channel. So we've got Dylan Hood here, who's contracted to Middlesbrough. As you can see, is 1 across the board. 1 across the board, he's useless. But we're going to use the editor here real quick, and we'll show you. So edit the player attributes details. He does have a potential ability of 200, and that applies to all 3 of these players. So we've got Dylan Hood here. We have Joe, also known as Joe Silva, who's also 1 across the board. He is also 200 ability. And we also have Speed Boy. Speed Boy here, he's at Blackburn. So we've got Joe at United, Dylan at Middlesbrough, and Speed Boy at Blackburn. Now, like I say, they are identical. There might be slight changes in their height and their weight because I never actually got around to setting any of those. Yeah, there's various different changes. Otherwise, they are identical. Now, the plan is to keep a track of these players and see how they progress. Because they do have the ability to become the best in the world, there is a good chance that they could do that, or they could fade into nothingness. Now, this is mostly about potential ability, this experiment. It is mostly about potential ability. We've all had players come through the youth system who have been told they've had 5-star ability, but let's face it, it doesn't look like they're going to reach anywhere. A bit like these guys. They've got the ability to be the best in the world, but it doesn't look like they're going to get anywhere. We'll see how that goes. We're going to go forward 5 years. We'll come back in a minute, and yeah, hopefully we'll see some progression. So 5 years have gone by, and we'll have a look at the players again now. As you can see, we're already here on Speed Boy. You can see there's been slight improvements since his start 5 years ago. It's not quite been 5 years. We're on the 1st of June. But you can see that there's been some improvements. Yeah, it's not been amazing. I mean, from 1, it's been amazing. Like Flair is not that great. It's still only at 2. Aggression's only 1. Natural fitness is at 2. I mean, his technicals are great. His physicals are pretty good. If we have a look at Blackburn, I just want to have a quick check to see where they are at the moment. They are in the Championship, so they've gone up a level since we started this save, actually. I just wanted to have a look to see where they were. But he is improving. He has yet to play any games at all. He's played 5 non-competitive games, 15 if you include substitute appearances, and scored 7 goals, which isn't a bad return, an average of 6.78 there. Dylan Hood, again, not progressing particularly quickly. He's learned a new player trait. Talking of which, did Speed Boy learn a new player trait? Didn't actually check that. He hasn't. But Dylan Hood has learned a new player trait. You can see they've all grown a bit taller. I think they've kind of hit their height now. A few things again, still aggression 1. Natural fitness is a little bit better, so he's probably a little bit physically better than Speed Boy is. Certain things Speed Boy's got, you know, to his advantage, but natural fitness there is always going to hold in good stead. He has also had some non-competitive games, not actually played any games at all for the club. He's had 16 appearances, which isn't bad. 23 if you include substitutions. Only scored 4 goals though. But he's got a 6.58% average rating, which again, not, pardon me. Oh, that's going to be good on recording. Not too bad. And if we have a look, where are Middlesbrough these days? They're also in the Championship as well. So Blackburn and Middlesbrough now, similar level. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what this is, it's because it's very fucking cold. This is my dressing gown. Oh yeah, it's cold out here. So yeah, that's he's doing okay. The player who's doing best, unsurprisingly, is Joe Silva. at Manchester United. Now, as you can see, Joe himself here has he's done a bit better. His physicals, he's starting to look a bit more like a striker. His natural fitness is still pretty poor. He's not developed any player traits whatsoever. The only stat he's got at 1 is aggression. His next lowest after that is bravery at 4. And then there's a couple of 5s. Natural fitness is a 5. Overall, he's doing okay. He's played 26 non-competitive games. He's played 1 game in the League Cup, apparently. And then he's had an appearance in the League Trophy. But he's had 26 non-competitive games, 25 as a substitute. 4 goals, 1 assist, an average of 6.71. He has also not played any games for the first team. And Manchester United are kind of where you expect them to be, in all honesty, if I spell it right. So they are first in the Premier League. They won it last season by the looks of things. Yeah. And then they won it in 2019-20. So they are developing slowly. They're getting there. But we're going to go forward another 5 years. We'll see how they get on in 5 years' time. But I know this is a short video, by the way. We'll see what happens in the next video. In the meantime, if you are new to the channel, why not go ahead and sub? You're not going to get as much videos out of me these days. I am primarily concentrating on Twitch. But you can see me there. You can see me quite a lot, actually. Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, Friday nights from 8 PM GMT or BST, whatever it is at the minute. It'll be 8 PM, whatever the current UK time is when we go back. After British summertime will be GMT or Universal, whatever it is now. UMT, UCT, you know what I'm on about, I'm sure. But yes, anyway guys, thank you very much. I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye bye.
Register is actually left.
You had to leave the call after that.
He has actually left the call.
Ha